Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another one of our ELO comparison videos here on the GothamChess YouTube channel. The first one that I did was me versus Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. Today my guest will be women's FIDE master from Sweden, Anna Kramling. She's a Twitch streamer, she has a YouTube channel, and she's signed to an esports org. She's 2000 ELO. So I'll take you through the 4 training positions that we did during our collab to show you our side-by-side thought process and the level difference. So it's white to move, and I guess like we'll do like 5 minutes, and then we'll like, so it's 27, like we can connect at like 28. We can connect at 33. Knight takes f7, king takes f7, queen f4 check, bishop f6. What if we go knight f7, king f7, if queen f4, bishop f6, bishop g5? There's no way to guard that, right? Because this could, oh wait, there's this move. There's queen c3. Wait, take, queen f4, bishop f6, bishop g5, queen takes c3. So then queen f4 right away, they're going to push the pawn. The other idea is to sacrifice here and play queen f4 and just go like this. And if knight f5, we just take it and we just move past. But the problem is that if we play take, queen f4, oh no, then yeah, so it's probably take, queen f4 to try to go queen f6. If we get to f6, we're just winning. We get to f6, we're just winning because knight f5 is the only way to stop it, and we play bishop takes. Oh no, we have a minute. I think it's rook e7 though. Like I would play rook takes e7. I see nothing else. I see nothing besides this. You've got to weaken the dark square so that your queen can infiltrate, and you actually have the time to do it. Okay.
The first thing that I'm thinking about in this position is that we have this like whole, you know, like bishop, queen g7 type of idea. This bishop right now could like defend. So my first idea right off is just to go rook takes e7, knight takes e7, and then go queen f4. It's white to play right now to then go like queen here, rook here, knight here, queen here. If there's knight f5, I'm pretty sure that I can just take it, and then after bishop takes f5, or maybe bishop f5, those are, but f5 I think is the only move that kind of makes sense. I think there's just queen here. I don't really see how. Yeah, I think that that's just because if f6 we just take it.
Wait, so rook e7 is correct. Knight e7, we're wrong? We're not queen wrong? It's not queen f4.
What?
It's queen e3.
What?
Wait, what's the line after queen f4? Knight f5?
What happened then?
Takes.
Is it gonna be f6? Is that the issue?
Oh, wow. f6? If queen e7, rook d7? And if queen f6, queen c7?
Oh, wow.
Damn. Wow, I did not see that at all. What?
Because I thought f6, but then I thought that there's going to be queen e7 in this position. I didn't realize that the bishop is on f5 and black can't go, or black can go rook d7.
Wow. Okay, so I was like, all right, this is an easy one. Like, we don't even need to think about this anymore. Wow, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I guess in our minds, we're just like, it's over. But it's not over because I think what I forgot about was this. I just forgot that, like, everything is guarded. I don't know. I just saw 3 pieces near the king, and I was like, we win.
It's gotta be over.
Oh, wow. So then the right answer is... So the best move after bishop f5 is g4, which is already getting too complicated. And apparently it's queen e3. And so now if knight f5 did... Oh, the difference is that takes, queen e7. And then this.
Oh, because then if rook d7, you have queen f6, so you don't have time to go f6.
Yep. So that first one was interesting because we both had an understanding of what was at stake in the position, but in the 5 minutes of allotted time that we got to analyze, we actually both completely missed this defensive idea. So far, quite good. I mean, you know, that first one was a little bit easy because the exchange sacrifice to weaken the dark square complex hopefully was instructive. But now let's take a look at exercise number 2. All right. See you in 5-6 minutes.
Okay, 45. See you.
All right. That last one was a warm-up. We don't count the warm-ups, chat. We don't count the warm-ups. We're going to get this one correct. Some might say it will be the most correct solution that you've ever seen in your life. It's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Going to be the biggest and the smartest. So bishop b7 is a fork. Rook to e4 is a very annoying pin to try to go bishop h3. Bishop h6 looks terrifying. No, it doesn't, because this is guarded 3 times. That doesn't look scary at all, to be completely honest. In fact, bishop h6 just looks like an awful move. In fact, like, I would even just take a poker if you consider this move, rather than chess. No, I mean, guys, it's a natural tactical sequence to play the move bishop h6. The problem is that you don't create a threat. Like, black plays king h8, and now your bishop is threatened. Targeting this. I really like rook e4. So rook e4 threatens bishop to h3. Yeah, bishop d5 does look like a good move. Like, in fact, bishop d5 right away. And if queen f7, rook e4, rook e8, rook e1, we're just winning. Trying to go rook e4 on the next move. King h8, rook e4. There's knight d4 in some positions. I think I have to paralyze the movement of the knight, because I think what black wants is to play knight d4. Like, that's what black wants. And then that attacks my queen, that attacks my rook. That looks pretty bad. So it's either bishop d5 or rook e4. Seems ludicrous to me that it would be anything else, but the last time, you know, like a5? To be honest, maybe a5. I mean, hey, why not a5? Haven't looked at that move at all. It's gonna be something dumb, like bishop d5, bishop b2. Like something like that to try to push the c-pawn.
I have no idea of what to play here. What happens if, like, bishop here? Bishop here? No, I don't like that either. My idea is just to kind of get my rook going on here, but I don't know what that would be good for, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Maybe knight here? Could knight there be an idea? Knight there be an idea? I mean, I kind of want to do something like this. Like, ultimately, this is going to be my plan. Takes, going bishop here. Or could it be bishop h6? Bishop h6, king h8. I don't really see what happens after it. That's why I think that this move looks a bit more interesting. I'm happy to see his face. It looks like this is tough. It looks like this is tough for him, too.
Yeah, so what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought this one was really tough. Because the difference for me from this and the last one was that I couldn't really, like, immediately find what the idea was. Or, like, what white wanted to accomplish in this position immediately. Like, in the other one, it was easy. You kind of knew that the queen wanted to get to g7. And you just kind of got to figure out the path for the queen to get to g7. But in this one, I just couldn't. I had a difficult time to really finding the idea. So, I mean, at first I was looking at stuff like bishop h6. But I just think that after king h8, there's not really anything happening. So, I don't know, my move is knight d5.
I liked knight d5, like it looked optically good. And I basically thought, like, if it was black's move, black would go here. And then that's under fire, and then I think black is just better. I mean, I don't think we're losing, but I don't think that's very pleasant. So then I thought rook e4 with the idea to go bishop h3. The thing is that rook e4 immobilizes just the queen, like just this. So then black will play like here to protect this, otherwise I'm going to take it and get 2 pieces. And then if I play bishop to h3, like it's not pinned anymore. So I thought I was putting pressure the wrong way, and then I was like, what if I inverse the idea? So bishop d5 pins the knight. So even if the king moves, I have a new pin. So I have like 2 pins at play, and this move only takes advantage of 1, so bishop d5, and I don't think there's a way black can actually stop rook e4. Like, if a5, we just back up. Now, granted, you know, I'm gonna go look at the answer at some point, and then it's gonna tell me, like, I'm a total idiot, but, yeah, I thought it had to do with immobilizing the knight. That's basically the way I thought about it. Like, we have to do something fast. Like, knight d5 taking and bishop c3 looks good, but I think we don't have the time. But
I think that there's not knight d4 then, though. I really like bishop d5, though. That seems to be the move. But I think that after knight d5, if knight d4, that's what I was thinking, then there's going to be knight takes f6.
Yeah.
And then there's only rook takes because the pawn is pinned. And then we have queen takes queen. And then we can take the knight on d4. Yeah, I think that the reason why I didn't look at bishop d5 was just because I just thought bishop d5 looks good, but I mean, black is just going to be able to defend, so I didn't really like think about it after that, because I thought that we weren't really attacking the piece. I just thought king h8 or something, but you're right, and there's rook e4. You're having 2 pins at the same time, so yeah, that's actually very instructional.
But here's the thing. So these positions have a lot of layers. So on a5, I actually thought knight c2 was the best move. It's not the best move at all. And yeah, this is why 5 minutes is not enough, but it allows us to at least test our instincts. This is the wrong move. Because so you actually just have to continue with your plan because after takes, you just take on b4 and black is paralyzed. Like black can't defend the whole position. I thought you go back to c2. You don't go back to c2 because after king h8, rook e4, now black has this ridiculous move, and the knight that you just placed there is under fire.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful move.
Chess is really hard, yeah, and so you actually do get out of danger. The knight has now arrived on a square where it's weak. So, yeah, I didn't see that at all. And maybe with, like I said, some of these positions with 10-15 minutes you can, like, really appreciate, but... Okay, so this one was totally different than the first one. We both kind of looked at similar ideas during the thought process phase, but Anna missed this idea of bishop to d5, and sometimes that happens. Also, conveniently, right around the second puzzle, she got a big raid, so she was a little bit distracted, probably didn't have the full amount of time to think about the position, but you can see this kind of strange bishop d5 move, which kind of pauses the position, right? It doesn't have any immediate benefit, but as I tried to explain to her, you know, I'm always trying to make sure that I have a tangible outcome when I am trying to calculate. But instinct is a totally different skill set. That just comes from many, many games of experience. Let's go to exercise number 3. Yep.
Okay, awesome. I got it.
All right, see you in 5.
See you in 5.
How do I guard both of these? I can't. So I'm going to start looking at counterattacks. Queen a5 hangs my knight. I like allowing queen e6. But what about queen a5, queen e6, and like king h8? Then there's like knight b3. Blech. Wait, queen b6, queen d7, bishop b5? The queen is trapped. Get absolutely rolled and smoked, you goon. That's what you get for trying to get my knight. So queen b6 takes, pawn takes, and I guess this pressure... I like nothing else about this position. I mean, to be honest, we can go knight b6, queen e6, and like rook f7, and just be like, your position sucks. But, I don't know, queen b6, queen a4. That's my problem, though, I get lazy. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't like the fact that the queen can kind of escape, and then maybe rook b1 pins me. I don't like that. So probably, like, here. I mean, queen a5, I can't let them do. I know, there's rook f6. No, actually, it's not. There's this. So, for example, knight b6, queen e6, king h8. We are threatening to trap the queen. Yeah, it's either knight b6 or queen b6. I like queen b6, queen d6. Actually, I think it's knight b6. Here's my thing. Here's the thing. Look, queen b6, queen a4, queen d6. I'm thinking just a3. And I have a problem there. Because if I take rook a1, they're out of the pin, and I'm under attack. Wow, is it actually knight b6? After all this time, it's knight b6. I give the pawn, I play king h8, and the queen's just trapped? No way. I somehow failed to... Maybe it's king g7. Maybe it's king g7, so the queen can't go here. Oh my god, is it actually that? That is nuts. All this time spent.
I kind of like knight b6 because then that allows for knight c4 at some point, but then this one is going to be hanging, so... I don't really know. I don't really know if we should like take something before. Queen a5? Because if queen a5 were defending this one... Oh, wait. I'm thinking about several things. I'm also thinking about taking and then rook takes and then queen here. That's one. That's also something that I'm thinking about. And then I guess rook goes back. So queen a5, and the idea is for me to be threatening this one. I mean threatening this rook because this rook is a piece that's defending the knight. So that is what I'm thinking about. But I'm not really sure. If queen a5, queen takes e6, we just move. That's okay. We don't care. I mean, there's just nothing going on. Like, it's just a pawn. Our king is nicely defended. Yeah, I mean, I would just take this one. Then, maybe after queen e6, actually, we might be able to go... And this looks really crazy, but can we go king g6? If queen here, then we're just gonna go... rook f6. So my idea was to go queen a5. And my idea with queen a5 is to be threatening the knight on d2. And then if I can ever take that knight, then we're also going to be threatening the rook on e1, and then the knight on e2 is hanging. So, I mean, I thought that after queen a5, there's just to either protect the knight on d2 to move it, or to go like queen takes d7. But yeah, if queen takes d7, then my idea was just to take on d2. I mean, threatening the rook. If the rook moves, then I'm taking the other knight. And then if queen e6, I thought of just going king g7. And I think I'll be able to go rook f6 at some point and defend everything. The queen is also defending both of the all of the bishops and everything. So that was my plan there, but I'm not really sure. If knight b3, I thought that I could just take on a2 and just be attacking that knight as well. And I don't think, yeah.
I thought it was too scary. I thought like we would lose these three things, and it felt like if we go all in on the knights, well, first of all, I didn't calculate this move in the slightest, so I'm only responding to your idea, which is pretty interesting because it was not my idea at all. So first, I was like, the only way to stop these threats is to play this move, and if takes, the queen is trapped.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then if knight c4, we can like, okay, so here, I mean, I didn't know, like, I think we can just take and we're better, but I also even was like, I mean, this endgame is obviously completely winning for black.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, okay, I mean, you know, Russian schoolboy is the name of the chapter, so, so I saw this, and I got really excited. I'm like, obviously, if they go back, yeah, whatever, we're just gonna win. But then I couldn't figure out this move. Like, first I thought, and the problem is rook b1, like, somehow. And, I don't know, it seems like maybe they can untangle. And then I thought, like, queen d6, but then I saw a3. Like, wait, I can't even take this because rook a1. Oops. Like, how the hell am I losing now? I thought I was winning, but it's just like all my games like usual. And then I thought, what about knight b6? The idea being that you just want to, like, freeze the queen. Like, it's stuck no matter what. So they're forced to take. They're not forced to take, but I don't know what they're going to play, to be honest. Like, maybe I don't know, maybe there's an a3 somewhere in here. But I think the queen's trapped. Like, I don't know. I think the queen is trapped. Like, we play rook c8 next. Queen e6, king g7, and then rook f6. And if queen e5, bishop d6. Yes, knight b6 was right!
It's knight b6, wow!
So queen b6 happened in the game. Does he analyze queen a5? He does not analyze queen a5. So let's use the computer to analyze queen a5. So queen a5 takes... Were you saying this or this? Oh, it's king h8 because queen g7 is with check, right?
Oh, no, yeah. In that position, I wanted to go king h8. It was just as they took first on d7 that I wanted to do it the other way.
So now knight b3. If queen a2, rook a1. Oh, that's so tough. I mean, they just transfer both rooks.
Oh.
And your queen has to go here. And then I guess they take this. And like, it's... Okay, so it's I mean, without any concreteness, it's kind of like what I basically said that if you go all in, you're going to lose too much, and I guess there's a way for white to, but it's a tough position. Like, you have to calculate the rook transfer.
I saw like the whole knight b3 and then rook a1, but I just missed that there was rook b1 there. I missed that move. I just, for some reason, thought that they would just take my bishop there or something, and that didn't work. But obviously, there's rook b1 intermediate move.
Now, this one I'm probably most proud of so far in this series. It's only 2 episodes, but finding knight b6 and this whole luring in the queen idea that you just saw to trap the queen, yeah, I mean, I'm just very proud of the analysis that I found there. And it's interesting that she spent the whole 5 minutes calculating her idea of moving the queen out to a5, and I didn't even, like, it didn't even occur to me to do that. I kind of, like, we both took our first idea all the way down to the final end, although I reversed from queen out, you know. But it's interesting. So that one is, the last 2 exercises that we've done, probably the best side-by-side comparison between, you know, 2400 and 2000 ELO. But time for a final example. See you soon.
See you soon. Good luck.
All right. I mean, where do we even start? Like G3, A4. I think G4 is a dumb move. Takes, queen takes. Rook takes. If it's g4, then we should go knight g1 and just mate ourselves. That's what we should do. This is the chat move right here. Just checkmate, very clean. Only move in the position that hangs mate in 1. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't have a clue what the answer is. Like, I would need like 10 more minutes. These puzzles honestly can't be analyzed and appreciated this quickly, but they're also not really puzzles. They're, you know. So I'm not gonna lie. I think g4 is a huge is like a huge part of this problem. Like, I think at some point you lash out at black and you just crush them. Like, I really want to go here. I don't think it's a good move. But I really want to play it, but I don't think it's a good move.
So the first thing that's coming to mind is to trap this queen. So the very first thing actually that is coming to mind in this position is to go for something like queen d2, just to go like bishop here. I just want to go bishop f2, and then I feel like the queen has to go back. Because if bishop f2 now, there's gonna be queen g5, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I'm not really sure. I mean, like, there is bishop f5, rook f5. I've been looking at this, rook f5 and g4, but I just feel like it looks too crazy. My instinct, my intuition is just telling me that it's wrong, but I don't really know. I just feel like it's wrong. Another move that's coming to mind is to go queen c2, so that after f4 we have bishop takes h7 and then like bishop f2. So those moves are coming to mind. What else do we have here? If g3, just kicking away the queen. Also, because like if takes and g4, I mean, if I ever take here and there's rook, I mean, like, I'm not even threatening to take here because after rook takes I can't defend. Oh, I guess I can defend. I don't know. I have a battle with myself here. I can't decide between two moves. The first idea that came in mind to me was to go like queen d2 with the idea of simply like going bishop g5, kicking the queen away from here, and then like if queen takes b4, going something like rook b1, kicking the queen away even more, and then going something like g4. So that's one idea. Another idea that I have is to go bishop takes f5, and then after rook takes f5 going g4, but I just don't like that position. Like my intuition is just saying that it's wrong to do that.
But the central idea is the move g4.
Yeah, the central idea is to go g4. I want to go g4 at some point, but I can't decide if I want to just eliminate the queen from h4 and then go for that, because I feel like it's too scary to do it while the queen is still on h4, or if we just don't care and do it anyways. But I don't know. My intuition is saying to wait and not do it in this immediately. But
yeah. So I agree. Also, I think g4 is very important in this position. I mean, I was trying to play it right away. So what I calculated was like g4, fg, like knight e4, trap the queen. But then I just, like I said, this is way too complicated, and I don't think we should be trading our bishop for the pawn.
No, yeah. I don't think so either. My intuition is really just shouting no at that move.
Like, this is what my intuition is saying. Deflect the queen down to a3 and just go on your own attack and, you know, Godspeed. Again, in a, 15, 20 minutes of thought, maybe you play this, and then you have to calculate, f4, e4, fg, just going back to f6 right away, takes and going back, takes and going to f4, like... Yeah. But whether we're right or wrong, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. This is 28. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. What?
What is it?
It's bishop takes f5.
What? So completely the opposite of what we've been saying, basically.
Well, you said this. What?
I just didn't like it. I don't want to get rid of our bishop, and everything just looks so scary.
Okay, that didn't happen in the game at all. But it has nothing to do with g4.
There's no g4 even?
No. I mean, it's an idea, but apparently after rook takes, and by the way, computers are fond of queen d2 also. So you actually you're like this whole plan, and then later. But I think G4 is not. G4 is only good if like the queen goes away.
Yeah.
So like you said, like if this and then G4, Rook A1, and like all this stuff, yeah. But so G3, it also doesn't fully hate. It also doesn't fully hate this idea. And thinks that this is also dangerous. But yeah, apparently the best move in the position is to take on F5, which the computer doesn't even see at first. The idea is to play knight to E4.
Knight E4.
And between the ideas of this, and the pressure on the D6 pawn...
Knight E4, wow.
And it's designed against Black's idea of playing E4 and, like, transferring in the knight, and, wow. Yeah, so it's not... G4 is actually bad because Black can play Rook F3. Rook F3, Queen G4, and this is still a mess because everything is open. Knight F6 is coming, I guess.
Yeah.
E4, Knight E5.
That's what I was worried about in that position after G4, but Knight E4 didn't even cross my mind for a second. I just thought, if we give away a piece, we gotta get it back. But a lot of times you don't have to be so fast. You can just create a lot of threats in that position. That's beautiful, Knight E4.
So this example is from the third to last exercise of the entire book, called Grandmasters Cried Solving These, and it was a brutal exercise. As you can see, the bishop sacrificed to then move the knight into the middle of the board, probably above both of our pay grades. I wouldn't be surprised if Hikaru could come up with something like that, but if you notice our side-by-side analysis, we actually both were trying to come up with the same idea, right? We were trying to attack on the same side of the board. So, interesting. Like, puzzles 1 and 4, we had a very similar thought process. Puzzles 2 and 3, you saw us go in more or less totally different directions. You saw me be a touch sharper, but just like in the Hikaru episode, he was sharper. I think the level between myself and Hikaru is far, far greater distance than this one. Anna was on the same wavelength as me in at least 2 of these. So, yeah. Let me know your feedback as always. Let me know what guests you want to see in this side-by-side training montage. And I appreciate your comments as always. If you made it this far in the video, you are loved and appreciated. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.